Talking about the funniest shit I ever seen in prison. The boys had robbed the canteen window with a canteen bag on their head.
Haha, I'm the best. Finna be this way till I EOS. Take it how you want, nigga. Yeah, I'm a pro. Fuck around and bust your lot while you're at Vizzo. I hate to be this way, but I live for the moment. Waking up every day, show me an opponent. Shanks on deck, hitting bitch with locks. So much pool, I can even start you from the box. You don't wanna pay rent, got me bent. Got lax on deck, your money was well spent. Vultures on the prowl, so don't try testing. Step 2 comes violent, first steps finessing. You a hold down man, suitcase this. My cell phone and my charger don't walk with a limp. Get it knocked off or missing, you gon' get it. Next time I see your ass, you gon' leave airlifted.
What's up, everybody? You already know, man. Kfrogtv back in the building. Y'all go ahead and do me that solid favor. Hit that like and subscribe button. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see it first. Want to tell everybody welcome back to the channel. Appreciate y'all tuning in. And here we go. I'm going to be telling y'all another story about something that took place while I was incarcerated out here in the state of Florida. Now, everybody knows Canteen is a big lifeline inside of prison. You know, people can manage to survive without it, of course, but there's some people that can't do time without Canteen. They feel like they're starving. They gonna call mommy and daddy. They gonna call baby mama and sister and brother and uncle. Might even call their own damn kids for some money so they can get them some Canteen, right? Because the food that they give you in prison, it's just enough to hold you over to the next meal. You understand? Now, you're still going to be hungry. Your stomach's still going to be touching your back, still going to be aching. You're going to hear all that good shit. You're going to hear all that if you live off of just the food they give you inside of prison. You feel me? Now, for this video, it was a particular day during the summertime where it was hot as hell out, all right? And I remember, you know, they call Canteen. They got us standing out there in the hot-ass heat, you feel me? And for those that don't know, down here in the state of Florida, it gets real hot during summertime. And it's hot throughout the rest of the year as well. We may be lucky if we get 2 weeks of a cold front throughout of the whole year, all right? Now, in prison, you know, they want you to wear your Class A's at all times. They want you to wear, for those that don't know what Class A is, they want you to wear your pants and your shirt, and they want your shirt tucked in. You got to be Class A, which means your whole uniform has to be on. So the last few days, you know, they were bucking us on Canteen. They were giving us mandatory rec, which means that you got to go out to the rec yard regardless, unless you're a houseman, which is someone that, you know, job duty is to clean the dorm. Other than that, your ass is going out there on the rec yard on these particular days, all right? So they've been bucking us on Canteen, you know, like we can't wait to hit the Canteen window. But it is so hot out that literally you're going to be drenched in sweat over your whole body just by standing in line waiting to hit that Canteen window. So you better hope that your card is on, okay? You better hope when they swipe that shit you got something on there. At least $2 so you can get your ice cream sandwich, a chip round or something, or a cold Powerade, or maybe a soda or a bottle of water, because you're going to be standing out there and losing so much damn weight just by sweating because of how hot it is. Now, me, I wanted to hit the Canteen window, but I'm like, man, you know what? I'm tired of standing here. I feel like this line ain't even moving. You know what I'm saying? They got us all lined up, standing there waiting to hit the Canteen window. I'm like, man, this shit ain't even moving. I feel like everybody that's in front of me, which is like 12 to 13 people, I feel like every single person has a whole $100 on there. You can use $100 from Monday to Monday down here in the state of Florida. You feel me? So I'm like, damn, bro. Like, I know for a fact, bro, they probably ain't even got this much shit back there, which they do, you know? Now, as I'm standing there and I feel like, man, this line ain't even moving, I'm like, man, the hell with this shit. I'm finna go in the barbershop, because the barbershop window's door is right next to the window of the Canteen. You feel me? So when you're standing in line, you know, if a chair opens for the barbershop, you can get out and go walk into the barbershop. You know, whether you're just shaving or whether you're waiting to get a haircut. When it comes to shaving, you got to do that shit yourself. So you literally got to stand out there in the heat just for someone to walk out that was in there shaving. And then when you walk in there, you're going to see a little jar solution that has a toothbrush in it with the pair of clippers laying next to it, with a little piece of a window, which is just some shiny ass material taped to the wall. And you got to grab your, you know, the clippers and, you know, with the toothbrush, get all the last person's hair off of it and look through that little piece of, you know, shiny shit where you see your reflection and shave. Well, me, I was like, bitch, it's so hot out, I'm going to go ahead and get a haircut. And you don't want just anybody cutting your hair. You know, some people buck you, you feel me? Which means like they'll they'll just give you a bald head if they don't fuck with you, if they don't know who you are, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't with that shit. I want a tape and all that. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna get me a haircut. So while I'm, you know, posted up inside the barbershop, I'm sitting there, but we could see out of the door. Out the door, I could see the line for the canteen window. And I'm telling the barber, I'm like, yeah, it was my dog, you feel me? He had been down like 15 years. But I was talking to him and shit. I'm like, yeah, bitch. I was like, boy, I was standing out there in the heat. I'm like, boy, I was like, fuck it, I'm finna get a haircut. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, post up right here in this little AC for a minute. Well, fuck all that. Wait till the line goes down or something. He like, hell yeah, bitches be falling out there. I said, yeah, trust me, I know. So as he's cutting me up and shit, like I said, from the corner of my eye, I keep watching outside the, you know, the window of the door to see if the line gets any shorter, you know? So, long story short, it don't. The shit ends up barely even moving. I feel like maybe 2-3 other people went by the time my hair got cut. So I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So after I'm done getting my hair cut, you know, I say peace out to my dog that cut my hair and shit. I said, bet that up, bro. He like, I got you anytime, Frog. I'm like, all right. I look one more time in their mirror and I'm like, okay, you know, seeing how my haircut was, how it came out. Next thing you know, I walk outside the door. When I walk outside the barbershop door, all of a sudden I hear, get on the ground, inmate, get on the ground. So when I look over, I'm thinking they're rushing me, when all reality, they're running the way I am. And when I look, I seen like a shadow run across the floor. Like I seen someone's shadow, so it just made me look up. And I looked up, man, and there was 2 people running across the top of the damn canteen building with damn canteen bags on their head. Man, when I seen that shit, I said, oh, hell no. Like, I couldn't believe it, because depending on which institution you land at, you know, majority of them, the building that the canteen, you know, is actually in, if it's a separate building, it's just like a pavilion, like just a little small building with a roof on it. It's nothing major, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of camps you go to, they'll have that razor wire, you know, that shit that spins. They'll have that shit around the roof of that. So here you'll be on the compound and you'll have a little building over there, real small, look like the size of a cheeky hut. You'll see a building about that big, and it's got a window and it's got a door in the back of it. And that's where the person who comes in works, and then all the inmates line up at the window. You feel me? And they'll have that chicken wire around it in the middle of the dorm, in the middle of the compound. So you'll see it and you'll be like, okay, that's the canteen building. You know, you could tell by that. But at Calhoun at this time, they didn't have no chicken, none of that chicken razor wire or whatever you call it, wrapped around the top of the damn building. You feel me? And then the barbershop is usually connected to it. You know, depending on how big it is, it might be real big or it might be something small. You know, you like at Charlotte, you ain't getting on top of the canteen building. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a tall building. You feel me? But the one at Calhoun, these boys got on top of that shit. You know? So when I seen them and I seen that shit, I swore on everything, bro. I couldn't help but to laugh. And the reason for that is, you know, a lot of people are in prison for, you know, committing crimes, robbing people and stuff like that. So you mean to tell me you in here doing time for a crime and you ain't gonna get no better in life? You literally came here and decided to rob like you were doing on the streets? You decided to continue robbing. Like, that shit's just dumb as hell to me. But the funniest thing of it all is, once I looked up, I could tell who the inmates were. Man, these holes in these little bags, man, like, let's be real, bro. Like, be real, y'all. Y'all could tell this was Frog, ain't it? Can you tell this Frog right here? If y'all see me with a knife, talking about, get that shit up. Get it up right now, I'm gonna hit you 2 times with it. Man, you could tell that's Frog, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, these dudes might as well just wrap the shirt over their head or something. You better off going up there looking like Zorro or something over your head, rather than, you know what I'm saying, like a canteen bag. So that shit was so funny when I seen it, because I was like, oh, these dumbasses, bro. They played. You feel me? And check this out. This is the only time that I actually seen the people get caught, though, that robbed the canteen building. You feel me? Because it's such a small building that once they catch you, like once they spot you, let's say that. Once they spot you, it's over with. There ain't nothing you can do about it. They're going to surround the bottom down there, and what you going to do? As soon as you come down, they're going to tackle your ass. They're going to be about 20 of them on you, hitting you with all types of uppercuts and elbows. For real. So they jump down off the other side. When they jump down off the other side, they try to run through the little grass area towards the dorm. They got sprayed. They got tackled, brought down to the ground, put in handcuffs, and brought straight to confinement. And me, now, I would have been 38 hot, and I would have been furious if they would have did that shit and I standing in line that whole time, you feel me? Because they shut it down. They shut Canteen down. Everyone who's in line, y'all go back to your dorm. It was like, to them, it was like someone just robbed a Burger King or something. You know, like that shit was swarming with the officers. You know, they're doing perimeter check now, seeing if anyone else is around, you know. And I understand why people cover their face and stuff, because now down here in the state of Florida, they have cameras. But, bruh, like, I glanced up there and could tell who the two inmates were. I'm pretty sure the officers that worked there knew who the inmates were. So there was like no way getting away with it, you feel me? Now, by me being in the barbershop and getting my hair cut, that literally saved me. Because like I said, I would have been out there standing out there forever. I would have been out there like baked ziti, y'all, in the oven. I would have been out there just straight baking, you know? But me being inside there getting my hair cut, you know, that kind of like gave me some time to sit back and relax and enjoy this AC for a moment. So when everyone got sent back to the dorm, no one other than the people in line cared that the canteen windows robbed. I mean, me personally, I don't care that the canteen windows robbed. Yeah, canteen shut down. We're all mad. You know, we can't hit the window now for a couple days because of them dudes and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, they didn't rob us. They robbed the prison. They robbed the company that, you know, the food's from and all that. They didn't rob the inmates. You understand? That's why there's people that do this shit all the time. You have packages that come in, you know, they're seasonal. They come in, you know, like summer, winter, you know, like that. And them shits people wait just to rob people for them, you know. But that's different. They're robbing actual people. You feel me? Or they'll walk by the property room and see all the boxes in there because it's stacked to the roof around package time. And they'll see them in there, and then they'll blitz there, break open the damn property room doors one day, rob all the packages. Now that right there is you being robbed, because them packages got your name on it. Each package is split up, you know, into whatever your people's ordered for you. You feel me? So if you were supposed to get 4 bags of Cheez-Its, 3 iced honey buns, and 2 pineapple orange cookies, that bag that has that in there with your name, that's what that dude robbed from you. Whether he took it from you or not, he stole it from you. You feel me? But it's still your shit, so that's more like insulting, and that's more like, you know, like, hell yeah, they tried me, rather than robbing the canteen window. But if I was standing in line out there, I would have been hot. I would have been on fire, you know? And every camp I went to, people have tried to rob the canteen building, you know? That's just one thing that people try to do. And they try to, you know, keep their eye on as much as possible. That's why normally when you stand in line, you go to get the canteen, there's officers walking around. A lot of times they may not, you know, be doing shit, might not be doing nothing at all when it comes to their job or what they're supposed to be doing. You think they're just standing there and they're directing, you know, traffic. You go that way, inmates, y'all go that way, you go that way. But in all reality, they're trying to make sure no one robs the canteen window. Okay, I've been at camps to where the guy that works inside a canteen, which is an inmate, would be walking, you know, on his own. He'd go to open that back door, usually has a shoestring around his neck with the key on it. Feels like he's special because he holds the key to the canteen room. And then boom, people run up on him at knife point. What's up? You know what time it is? And they bring him right in there. Let's load all this shit up. And then during the year, you know, when it's not package time, you know, the package shit's easier to find amongst the compound because they're rare items. You know, they're going to give you things that we don't get regularly on Canteen. Like on regular Canteen, for instance, we get tuna. Okay, well, during package time, you can order the tuna with jalapenos in it. You see, there's different shit. So, like, if they wanted to run down and find who's got what, they will be able to find it because none of these rare items from the packages should be on the compound yet. And if they run down and they catch someone with these packages, then or these items, then they know you had something to do with it. Either you're the one that did it or you got it from somewhere or it touched the hands of the person that actually got it. You feel me? Now, it's different when they rob the canteen window regularly because all the items that are in there are the same exact items that are all on the compound. You feel me? So if they don't know who took the shit, then they really can't go back to who it was. You know, I seen people X out their own brothers, their gang brothers, because one of them participated in the robbery of a canteen window. You feel me? I guess he wasn't supposed to be doing no robberies and shit like that, and he decided to break into the canteen window. And then they got caught with the confinement, and I only knew that this happened because he sent a kite to my room asking me to send a kite to his brother to ask them to spare him. He wants to talk to him about it. So I got a kite out of nowhere, and they knew that his brother that he was trying to get the kite to was in the dorm I just came from to get put in confinement. So he asked me to write a kite to his brother, try to spare him and all this different shit. So I wrote the dude a kite and was like, hey, bro, over here trying to get you to spare him. He wanted me to holler at you, bitch, so I'm just seeing what's up. But in the meantime, boy, shoot me some batteries so I can charge my phone. You know, some shit like that. That's what I ended up doing for the dude. And his dumb ass just participated in robbing the Canteen building. You see what I'm saying? But that specific day when they robbed that shit, it was just funny as hell. Like, if y'all would have been there, y'all would have seen it, man. Like, just to see two dudes, you know, thinking that they the shit, like they Spider-Man, like they a ninja, running across the top of the building like they finna get away with it. Broad daylight, when there's two dorms out here hitting the Canteen window. And the Canteen window at Calhoun, it's a square building with a barbershop, but it's got two windows, one on each side. So when they tried to rob the shit, I don't even know what their plans on what the roof was. They decided to try to go in through the AC unit or whatever it may have been. You feel me? But in my mind, from what I remember, there wasn't no AC unit. You get what I'm saying? It was just like something up there. But I don't get why they were trying to rob the shit in the first place in front of a line that's at one window and a line that's at another window. You get what I'm saying? And what it was is supposedly they tried to, I guess, either go in there at knife point or try to make the Canteen dude leave the door unlocked or knock on one door when he comes thinking it's an officer, ambush him. But it was just the stupidest shit possible because, like I said, not only is there a line at both windows, there's officers. And the building isn't tall at all, literally. I could throw a bag of fucking Cheetos over the building to the other side if I wanted to. So I'm like, man, it don't make no sense. And them dudes just look funny as hell when they got caught. You know, when they seen them and shit, the way they jumped down, rolled in the grass, got up, took off running, got tackled. You know, all that good shit. You feel me? And to me, I just was like, damn. Them boys was trying to rob something, bro. Like, you know, when people want to get high or they want to smoke or if they want to, you know, cigarettes or if they want a phone or whatever it may be. They may be hungry. They'll do whatever they got to do to get it, you know. But this was like some shit that like should have been on World's Dumbest Criminals. Because literally, not only was the officers there, but then you had probably about 20 inmates at this window, 20 inmates at that one. So you try to rob that shit when there's 40 inmates out there. So if the officers don't see you, 40 inmates will. And I'm pretty sure out of them 40 inmates, there's going to be some green beans in there that are going to tell on you. There's going to be some squares in there that are going to be like, yeah, sir, it was him. I could tell by the marks on his left boot or something. You feel me? And that shit was just mind-blowing, you know what I'm saying? Like, people do rob people and steal shit in prison, but this has definitely got to be one of the dumbest shits I ever seen go down. You feel me? And I just wanted to share the story with y'all and let y'all know, if you know anyone that is incarcerated and you send them packages and you send them special food and all that, make sure your loved ones get that food. Ask them if they got it. Make sure they didn't have no problems getting it. Because there's people in there that don't give a damn, that don't have no source of income, don't have no stable, you know, backbone to support them throughout their bid, that they want to make your people's shit theirs. Okay? So you got to, you know, check on your people from time to time. Don't just send it. You feel me? Make sure your people got that, man. But anyways, that's all I got for y'all in this story right here. I know it ain't that long, but I mean, there ain't really that much I can, you know, put out there about what took place. You understand? Damn dudes ran across the top like ninjas, got caught trying to rob a Canteen window while we was out there getting damn Canteen. But it would have been better now. I would have had a better story for y'all if I was actually out there in the sun the whole time. I probably would have seen they ass, you know, one go like this and lift the other one up. And then him turn around and lay on his stomach. And then the other one run up the wall, grab his arm, him pull him up there. You know, I probably would have seen a bunch of other shit. You feel me? Because they definitely had to help each other like that. Because the way the window was at Calhoun, it was dead ass in the middle of the compound. It wasn't against the wall. It wasn't nowhere. You got the track, and then the Calhoun, the Canteen dorm was right, just dead ass in a grass area with sidewalks around it. So in order to get up there, he had to been boosted up there. And for the other guy to get up there, his homeboy had to like yank him up, you know, pull him up. You feel me? That's why I wanted to share the story with y'all, man. Because you never know the type of shit that you're going to see when you're incarcerated. It'd be from the funniest to the most ratchetest to the most nastiest to the most violentest, you know, just to the most stupidest. You never know when it comes to prison. That's why I say in my videos, everybody's bid experience is going to be totally different. And I'm just sharing mine with y'all. You feel me? But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this one on up. I appreciate y'all watching. Like I always say, I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. Y'all make sure y'all keep them rats, squares, clowns, chomos, heavy gunners that be hiding it, sniper gang, wannabe, lying, tattletales, all them out your circle, man. For real. And no matter what you do, man, keep y'all's head up. Hit that like button on the way out if you ain't hit it on the way in. And until next time, this is Frog.